Welcome back, brother. This content is for those genuinely interested in men's rights. It covers complex, controversial topics that may not suit a general audience. If you're not part of the men's rights community, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Conrad Riker, a writer and advocate for fairness, dignity, and respect for men. This movement isn't about division, but addressing systemic injustices in divorce, family law, and societal expectations. Inspired by hardworking men unfairly stripped of their rights, I write for balance and justice. Together, we can change the narrative. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from Deconstructing Derrida, a guide for rational men. Deconstructing Derrida, a guide for rational men, is an ebook available in all good stores. Hello, my fellow rational men. I am Conrad Riker, your trusted guide, and today we're going to take you on an intellectual journey that will change your life. My upcoming book, Deconstructing Derrida, a guide for rational men, is a must-read for anyone who wants to break free from the shackles of progressive ideologies that have taken over our culture. Now, I understand that some of you may already be familiar with Jacques Derrida, the French philosopher whose work sparked a revolution in literary and cultural criticism. You may have even encountered his concepts of deconstruction and the deferred meaning of texts in college or through your own independent study. But trust me when I say that you haven't truly grasped the significance of Derrida's work until you've read this book. In Deconstructing Derrida, I'll explain Derrida's ideas, which have been misused by the radical left. I'll explore the ways his work has been distorted to serve certain agendas. By the end, you'll know what deconstruction truly is and how it can help fight the woke movement. But this book isn't just about Derrida. It's also about you. That's right, I'm talking to you, my fellow red-pilled man. I know that you probably spent countless hours feeling frustrated and outraged by the way society has shifted to favor these progressive ideologies. You've seen the way your colleagues and friends have been indoctrinated by woke ideology, and you've felt powerless to do anything about it. Well, fear not, my friend, because that's where Deconstructing Derrida comes in. By reading this book, you'll be gaining the knowledge and tools you need to stand up to the woke mob and protect your intellectual freedom. I'll be showing you how to critically evaluate and debunk the woke ideology that has taken over our culture, and I'll be giving you the ammunition you need to take on even the most die-hard progressives. So, if you're a red-pilled man who's tired of feeling under siege by the woke mob, then Deconstructing Derrida is the book for you. But if you're not a red-pilled man, if you're one of those leftist snowflakes who can't handle the truth, then I'm afraid this book isn't for you. I strongly discourage you from reading ahead and suggest you put down this book and take up some other hobby or do something else with your time that you'd enjoy. But for those of you who are ready to take the red pill and unlock the secrets of deconstruction, I urge you to keep reading. By the end of this book, you'll have a deep understanding of how Derrida's work can be used to protect your intellectual freedom, and you'll be equipped to fight back against the woke mob. So, without further ado, let's dive headfirst into the world of deconstruction and begin your journey to becoming a true intellectual warrior. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. I've always been fascinated by the complex way that human language evolves and adapts over time, reflecting the changing norms and values of society. As a rational person who accepts the red pill, I find it essential to explore this topic, examining how these changes occur naturally, without any particular intellectual movement driving their progression. Let's take a step back in history to a time when the English language was undergoing a significant transformation. The shift from Old English, Beowulf, anyone, to Middle English was not instituted by any intellectual force. Rather, it was the result of everyday conversations, literature, and cultural exchanges. The development from Latin to the Romance languages follows a similar trajectory, as it was a gradual, organic process. The same can be said for today's internet memes, slang, and teenage vernacular. These linguistic evolutions grow out of the same fertile ground as their predecessors: human interaction, creativity, and humor. But as rational men, we must be wary of attempts to control these natural growths. To regulate language is, in essence, to assert authoritarian control over the very means by which we express ourselves. I remember a story from a friend of mine who's an anthropologist. He once studied a remote, isolated tribe in the Amazon rainforest. This tribe had no written language, and their spoken language had evolved over centuries in a natural and organic manner. When the tribe was discovered by modern society and government officials began trying to impose a standardized language on them, the tribe's rich cultural history was in danger of being lost. This is a perfect illustration of the importance of respecting language's natural evolution. To put it in more scientific terms, we can look at the fascinating world of linguistics and anthropology. Experts in these fields have long studied the natural progression of language in various societies, as well as the adverse effects of artificial control. For instance, a study conducted by Dr. John McWhorter, an esteemed linguist at Columbia University, found that language regulation often leads to the extinction of smaller, less dominant dialects. It's not just academic research that supports this viewpoint. Even popular culture is waking up to the importance of embracing linguistic diversity. A TV show I recently binge-watched, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, does a fantastic job of showcasing the cultural richness and social significance of New York's 1950s Jewish neighborhoods, where Yiddish slang and humor were an essential part of do-it-yourself life. Ultimately, the main point here is that language, like any other part of human society, requires space to develop and expand organically. To attempt to control or regulate, it is to suffocate creativity, humor, and cultural exchange, and that, friends, would be a terrible situation. So let's remember to support the wide variety of human language and oppose any attempts by authority figures to control its growth. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in Deconstructing Derrida, a guide for rational men available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.